I want to welcome you back to the HM Weather Service here in Roswell, Georgia, and we are discussing today the possibility of seeing some more wintry weather, some freezing drizzle as the night goes on, and let's get right into it. The current conditions out there right now is it's about 41 degrees with overcast skies, 79% humidity, which is going to play a big factor in tonight with about 10-mile visibility, so perfect visibility out there. And that dew point at 35 will also play a factor, and those numbers were taken at 3:53 today, March 3rd. So let's talk about the temperatures tonight. We have a freeze warning in effect all the way to south of the Macon area, almost to Columbus, almost to the Dublin area, where temperatures are going to be dropping down to the upper 20s to low 30s. So that those conditions are prime for setting up a freezing drizzle, freezing rain event. Although tonight should remain mostly drizzle. Now, some of the colder temperatures are going to be up in the northeast Georgia mountains, up near the Blairsville area, the Elledge area, Toccoa, all those areas up there in the northeast Georgia area, which is going to drop down to the mid 20s tonight. And I wouldn't be surprised if we got a few areas around Roswell where we hit around 28, 27 degrees is a possibility, but mainly around 28, 29. So in the metro area, you're going to be seeing temperatures in the around 30 degrees, and then all the way down to Macon, probably about 31 degrees. So those, especially when it comes to bridges and overpasses, we're going to see those cool down a lot faster. The ground, on the other hand, will remain mostly warm, which is going to help us not see too much ice accumulation on the ground, rather mainly on those bridges and overpasses. So let's talk about the patchy, freezing drizzle. Some people call it frizzle overnight tonight, and we could see that as low as far south as the Macon area, and once again just north of that Columbus, Dublin area, and basically north of that line, all the way up into North Georgia. Rome to Gainesville, Canton, around that, and then north of that line, we're going to see the larger effects of the freezing drizzle tonight. And there you can see the best chances of ice accumulations. While to the south of that line, you're going to see more patchy freezing drizzle. And those ground temperatures are going to remain mainly warm, so roads and those asphalt surfaces will stay nice and wet, more than likely, although you could get some black ice out there. But bridges and overpasses are going to be especially dangerous when it comes to tomorrow. And we need to make sure that you slow down, and if you're going too fast on those roads, you may spin out. And so I wouldn't be surprised, especially some of the North Georgia areas decide to maybe delay school, but I don't know about the Atlanta area yet. It may just remain a little bit too warm for the roads to fully ice over. Now, one question that I've gotten lately is how does snow, sleet, freezing rain, how does that all form? And if you look at the graphic that I've put up on the screen, you'll see that snow all the way to the right, it just falls straight, it comes all the way down through a nice cold pocket of air, so it starts as snow and it lands as snow. Then over to the next layer, you start to get a little bit warmer air aloft, so some of that snow turns over to some water, but it quickly refreezes into that into the snow mixed with a little bit of ice. And as you get colder air but warmer aloft, you start to see you get the ice pellets that begin to form, and that's where you have it's cold, so snow falls, then it goes through a warm area, and then it falls into another cold area. And when that happens, you have refreezing occurring, so it all falls as sleet. And a little bit further down that line, you'll see that that the freezing rain is where it falls through warm. It starts off as maybe a snowflake and changes over, but sometimes it can fall as straight rain, and then it enters a very shallow layer of cold air at the surface. And when it hits contact with anything that's below or at 32 degrees, it freezes. And then just a little bit further on, you just have ordinary rain, where there's no below freezing temperature from the cloud to the ground, and so it's just all rain. Or sometimes it'll fall as a little bit of snow and then melt on its way down. Let's talk about our 5-day forecast here, and as you can see, we'll be going through this transitioning period where we could see some freezing drizzle tonight, that low of around 29 degrees, high tomorrow of about 46, so whatever falls freezing drizzle tonight will melt probably by 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Then Tuesday night, we have another chance of some showers moving in, but very slight chance, and 34 degrees, so not really worried about any frozen precip, but we are close to that line. Then Wednesday, Thursday into Thursday night, we're going to see some showers. Showers most likely Thursday during the day, and then sunny for your Friday, and then later on we'll try to pull up your weekend forecast, but. For the HM Weather Service, I'm Zachary Lighton. We hope that you enjoyed this broadcast and you'll come back and listen to us again another time. Thank you and have a blessed day. And of course, stay safe out there on the roads, especially if they're icy.